Okay, folks, we're going to talk about the type of lines that they have in engineering drawings. So you have basically the part outline. That's the heavy black line here. That's the line of that's the outside, the drawing of the part. That's what you see when you draw the part out. That's what that is, okay? The section lines, that's different sections. Don't worry about that. Don't really use that. Hidden lines are basically dashes. And that's where you're trying to show something that you can't see from your view, like from the front view or you can't see it. Center lines are to designate the center of something, the center of a placement, hole, screw, something like that. Dimension lines. So your dimension lines are this right here with the arrows on it, and you have extension lines which are here, and those will run up from the part to the dimension lines to show you the size of the item. We have a cut plane line, which is the line dash dash line dash dash line dash dash. Basically, that's used when you want to show something inside a part that you can't see. So you would, let's say I wanted to cut a piece in half because I wanted to show something inside there, that I wanted to show a particular item inside the part. I could use a cut plane line to basically cut the part in half and then show it. Okay, now break lines here are basically to, if you have a long item or something that's repetitive, you can do, instead of just having this 100-foot thing, you can basically take it and cut it down to make it smaller by putting those break lines in there and showing the dimensions, but you're not sure, you wouldn't be able to measure it with an architectural ruler or something. That's what that shows you. Okay. Now, so here with some more lines. Here's some types and examples here. So we have the visible line. We have visible lines here. This is the outline of the part here. This is the part, and this is the outline from the top. Okay. Then we have the hole here in the middle, and we have this cutout here, which is right there. And then we have these hidden lines here. They're like here, 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 and here. Those hidden lines are showing that you have holes drilled through here. You can't see those holes from looking down from the top. You don't see those. But by having these hidden lines drawn in there, I know that there's something going through there. Same thing on the side here. Now, here's that cut plane line I talked about right here. So basically what that's saying is that I'm going to cut that piece in half here, and I'm going to show this side, and I'm going to rotate it up, and this is what I have from here. So I have the metal. That's what this means. And then I have my hole, and I have the hole over here. And the reason that's not a hidden line anymore is because I've cut this in half, so I see it now. I can see that because it's been cut in half. Now, the other thing interesting about here, if you look at this, these center lines are all matched up. Okay, so, and same thing over here. If you look over here, you see how that center line goes across all the way through this hole and this hole and this hole. So those holes are all lined up at the same level to go through that piece. So you would have dimension lines here that would measure, you'd get a dimension from here to the edge, and that's where that's how you would do that. Okay. Oh, section lines. There we go. That's what the section lines are, like this, just to show that it's metal and not just that it's not really. What should I say? That it's that way, so it shows you that it's basically a piece of cut metal. So we go to the next one. Now here, okay, here's another orthographic projection. You have here, you have the front, the top, and the side. So from the front, you look at it and you go, oh, okay, this is what I see. I see this right here, right? But by having these hidden lines here, I know there's something else going on back there I gotta be sure about. And if you go to the top view, oh, you say, oh yeah, okay, here it's cut out here. And the nice thing about orthographic projection is that if you measure, if you had a dimension showing here, that's automatically carried forward to here because it's straight up and it's right across. It's parallel with each other. Now when I look at the right side here, I see this plane here and this plane here. And by having this hidden line in there, I know, oh yeah, okay, there's something in there. So I can look at that. So that's basically giving you information that you need to look at, okay? Okay, so talk about center lines now. Here's some more center line examples. We have a center line going down here, and we have a center line coming out that way. Now, the biggest thing here is that you can see that this center line for this here and the center line for this hole here is the same. So I know that that is equal from, this hole is centered on that device. As you can see it better up here. You look right there, and you also have the hidden lines here. You can see that it only goes part way through. It doesn't go all the way through. It only goes from one edge into the center. So you see that right here. But that's why you have to look at all these drawings. When you get a orthographic projection, you have to kind of look at all the different pieces when you're looking at it and think about, okay, what do we got here? Because you may not have something like this to look at. You won't have a pictorial view to look at. All right, now here's the cut plane line. Okay, here we had a cut plane line and it says AA and it's pointing up. So what it's done, it basically took this piece and it shaved off all this down here and it brought this here. So now this here is what I'm seeing right there. It says section AA. That way, because a lot of times you could have section AA, AB, AC, AD. You could have a number of different sections like that, depending on what you're looking at. But this way, you know that you look at it and you say, oh, okay, I can see that hole goes all the way through, and I can see it there, and you can see it. It's basically a way to give you more information on what we're trying to do. Now, a lot of this honestly isn't going to be, you won't be using very much as a welder. If you're an engineering student, this would be a lot more applicable to you. But it's good to know because you need to know the basic lines. Because if you don't know the basic lines, then you can screw up. If you don't know a hidden line, if you don't know the difference between a hidden line and a center line, that can cause you problems. Okay, now here's the break line, long break, short break. Basically, these are used when you have something, let's say you have a 100-foot piece of pipe and you're doing a little bit over here, a little bit over there, but you don't need to you don't need to show the 100-foot. So what they do, they put these breaks in here, and this allows you to basically shorten this up so that if you're working over here, let's say you're putting a weld here and you're putting a weld there, you don't have to go, you don't have to have a 100-foot long drawing, but the bad thing about this is this will not, they have to mark this because you could not take the architectural ruler and measure that. Now you can measure this here for 20 feet, but you're not going to be able to measure that because this is 20 feet here, but right now if that's 20 feet, that is definitely not 100 feet here. So we know that that's why you had the break line in there. And if that's like, that's some number and I can't read it, but that's some number and that's 100 feet, that is definitely not going to be, the same thing. So that's a way to basically make your drawing smaller and less cluttered. All right, talk about dimension lines. So dimension lines are the lines, like I said, dimension lines are what we use to put the dimensions of an item on. Okay, now these lines coming up from the edges are what they call extension lines. I got an extension line from this edge, extension line from that edge, and I have a dimension across here. And I would I would have a number here normally, some kind of size. Same thing here, 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 here. Down here, center to center, so I'm going to measure from this edge to here for this center, for this hole, and then I'm going to measure from the center of that over to here. Now, you'll notice, like, since this is a small space here, they didn't put the arrow inside because it'd be you wouldn't have enough room. So what they do, they put the arrows on the outside, and then they'll put a size over here where normally you'd put a size, you would put a dimension here, but here you would put the dimension out here. Okay, now poor practice, they got them moved all over the place here, like, like just very erratic. Here, it's very uniform. I know where I'm looking. I go here, 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 here. Everything's more. It's more uniform. Okay. Now here, um, dimension lines again. But what here is saying, you want to put the dimension line where it makes the most sense and it's more easy to understand. So there's no use putting a dimension line in something like here. They have it going from the center here down to the edge. But that's kind of like, okay, it's like you're looking at the edge of it that way. Now, if I come over here, I can put that same dimension right here, and I know that from the center of that to this bottom edge is certain size. Same thing here. This piece here is a certain size. Where here they tried to put it on this here, and you really don't know. That's really obnoxious there because you don't really see where it is. Where being here, it makes a lot more sense. Same thing here. They show it here versus being shown up there. So it's just try to keep things as easy to understand as possible. And not everybody will do it, but that's the preferred way. Same thing here. Dimension, extension lines, dimension line, dimension lines. Okay, versus going here and here. Here, this is a lot more understandable, and that's just basically what they call poor practice. All right. All right, so extension lines. Extension lines, like I said, those are these lines that come up like that, and you see for the dimension. These are the dimension lines here. Now, sometimes if you like this bend here, it has a bend in it. So what that's telling me is that I normally, if I was doing a machining thing, I would have a degree, certain degree in here that would say that this is a 35 degree here. And then what I could do is, like, when I put this, I could show my dimension line from here down to here, and from here to here is 3 inches. So I could put my part there, here, put the piece there, and measure the angle here, which would be shown right in there. You'd have an angle in there. Here again, extension lines are basically the place it's a way to have basically show out that you can move, like, okay, from this item from a certain point to a certain point, and you're going to have a dimension with it. Here, same thing, from here to here to here to here, from 3 inches to here, measure out and measure up a certain number of degrees, and that's what that would be right there. All right, hidden line practice. Okay. This honestly, I've never run into this before, but hidden lines, it says, leave a gap on this side over here because it's over here. Because you have a thing here, and you have a hidden line that's going across the back there. Um, so you want it to basically extend from the here. You want to join here, and then not join on the other side. Okay. This really isn't going to make much difference for you guys in welding. And that is it. So I hope that helped you understand the idea of you the different type of lines you'll have to be working with. Normally, these are just lines that you'll see on a drawing that you'll have to know what they mean and not confuse them with other things. And we'll get into the more into orthographic projections, and then we'll start getting into weld symbols next. All right. Have a great day, guys.